Yes, people, welcome to Never Five. If you've never been here before, now you know. Joined by a reactionary panel for the Arsenal game and the Villa game. You know, you have to actually put both games into perspective. Specs will be here to rep Newcastle as well as Josh for Villa. And you can, well, let's see if Josh has his meltdown after getting, well, it's only a few days ago where he was bigging them up, right? I think I was bigging them up. I would like to see if anyone wants to discredit that Arsenal performance as well. Mons might jump in because he wants a word with Lee, perhaps, or Lee might want a word with him. So he might be in the next 10 minutes. But yeah, man, look, I Tabo time and you are 15 minutes late, you said. We are not your girlfriends. Well, today you're my missus. How about that? So anyways, look, man, here to get the reaction. We're joined by actually some of you boys' recommendations. You've got Gunner Abs here, so some of you might recognize him. If you're watching it back, please smash the like button. You know, all the guys' channels will be in the description below. And Dennis as well from Why Football. A couple of you recommended him. And look here. We absolutely came through. But yeah, man, pause.
Looking like Martinelli, slowly.
Oh, the Turkish version, yeah. But yeah, man. How you boys doing anyways?
I'm good? I'm good. Thank you for having me on, guys. Good to come on after a victory. Title race back on. We're back on track.
I got Dawood in the building.
Do you know what?
Did you know what? Think we was out of it?
Nah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, you are out of it. But I'm listening. I've just said I am an Arsenal fan for the next 5 days because you need to do us a favour. I'm going to give you some credit. I was a bit premature with it when we were watching the game because I think you ended the game a bit nervy. You stopped chasing second balls. It was weird. Like you kept conceding the ball in areas and not chasing the second ball. But let's remember, last season, I think this was the game that you lost the league in, right?
If you're going to say it anyway, though.
Yeah, but it was this game officially that, that was it. It was over. Then we played Chelsea the day after, I think. But so for that reason, I said to Cass 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, whatever. I salute Arsenal for getting the job done. Yeah, because you haven't had the best run of form recently. Admittedly, you played, was it not Saturday? Saturday before was the last time Arsenal played, was it?
Yeah.
Good win. But going into that, you didn't have great form. You've gone and got the job done. And Saka looked good today. Let's be real, Saka looked good. You could say your forwards are starting to cook. Saka, Jesus linked up. So I've got to give Arsenal credit. It may be, I was thinking when you're 2-0 up, it might end up 3 or 4-0, but you're going into the biggest game of your season with a win. So right now it is, bro. Liverpool at home, you lose this. Are you still going to tell me you're in a title race?
100%. Come on.
We have to win.
We have to win, but I don't think if we lose, I don't think it's the end of it because there's still loads of games to be played. But it'll feel like a dagger, but we'll get to that once we get to it. But I'm confident going into it, to be honest.
Well, I can't lie. I was quite impressed. I don't know who you boys were impressed with. There's someone that Lee don't like that started for you. If you don't know Lee, obviously Lee's in the top right. I'm quite impressed with the 3 players today. Yeah, I think everyone had a steady Eddie game. I think the worst player on the pitch was pretty much Martinelli. If we're going to be that critical, because he didn't have space, right? They parked the bus, they parked the coach, they parked the damn mountain. There was disgusting tactics. Honestly, it was disgusting. But they tried it and it didn't work. Gabby Jesus was his best game I've seen all season from him, for me personally. And second of all, I don't know what Lee might think or Dennis or whatever, but I was actually impressed with Smith Rowe. The fact is, not because he didn't break lines, it was the fact that he was moving the ball quick. The ball was getting moved quick and swift, and that was trying to move, Nottingham Forest players out of their position, but they were quite switched on until the second half came. If you look at Smith Rowe's movement alone, by the way, for Saka's goal, right, you'll see why I was talking about the way I did. Even Gabby Jesus' goal. Go look at the position he took up and why they couldn't track Gabby Jesus off the throw-in. It's just little positions like that, which I just don't find, obviously, where habits don't prevail because he doesn't move the ball quick enough. But yeah, man, look, the first half was boring. We can all admit that. Difficult, Lee or Dennis. I don't know what you boys were impressed with or anything. Maybe something I didn't see. But for me, you know, Arsenal, it's a good win, and I can't personally knock it. I said it in my video, and I'm pretty sure we got a lot of rival fans, and it's a multi-club channel. It's fair and square, right? I can't knock you boys. I said it about 5-0 over the past. Whatever happened in Dubai, something's definitely switched a little bit, and we'll see the results again on Sunday when you play Liverpool, right? But yeah, go on, you guys take it away. Dennis, who was you impressed with? Be honest.
To be honest with you, I wasn't very impressed with the performance, and that's been the case this whole season. We got by, but that first half especially, no shots at all, man. Even the passing slow. Every game this season, I feel like in the Premier League, we're getting by. Very rarely do I actually feel like we've actually torn a team apart. Last season, we were the most entertaining team in the Premier League. I think everyone can agree with that. Rival fans of Arsenal, entertaining. This year, it's not the same. I feel like it's a little bit, we're getting lucky sometimes, ball falling in the right areas. I think the big thing for us, though, is the Partey miss. Because even today, you say how the balls move quickly from Smith Rowe, right? When Rice gets the ball, I love Rice to bits, and he's been a fantastic signing, but he hasn't got that diagonal that Partey had. Partey brings that diagonal. Now, Daps will tell you, when we played Man City, right? That goal came from Partey diagonal over the top to Havertz to knock down. You need a little bit of that. Mix up. You see what I mean? Short passes, long over the top. Right now, we're just short passes, sideways, backwards, and when a team plays a low block, you need a bit more.
Yeah, I've seen it with City as well. I've seen it in the past where there's times where, look, I've said this from the start of the season. Last season, Arsenal caught people off guard, right? And no one telling me started last season they were thinking Arsenal were going to do what they did, right? This season, Arsenal are facing, every opposition will play slightly different. You even saw with the way we played you at your ground. Yeah. Pep changed things, and you know, we lost. Pep changed things because it's Arsenal a different team now. And when that happens, you need those players that can unlock like that. I think the fact that Odegaard maybe is off boil, that's not helping because he's not able to unlock. People are knowing what Saliba's doing. But what I was just going to say, what you said there about how, you know, you're not looking as good. I hear it 100%. But if we take aside last season with City, if we take aside the Bayern Munich 3-0 win and we take aside the Real Madrid 4-0 win, I think a lot of City fans would tell you that City's best season was Centurions, 100 points, yeah? We didn't do a treble then, right? We didn't win the Champions League then. So you're still in a title race. You just won at a ground that you didn't win at last season. At the end of the season, people won't be speaking this. If you win the league by just playing and getting the job done, which that's where I have to credit. Now we're hitting the business end of the season now. This is about getting the job done. Like, you've got the job done, and now you face Liverpool, right? If you beat Liverpool, this game tonight will never be spoke about again, right? This was just 3 points, right? And that is the key, that it is just 3 points. You get the job done. No controversy. There was no, it was controversial that Arsenal won that. You got the job done. And then you move on to the Liverpool one. I think it's a good, like Cass, everyone knows I want to slander Arsenal, but you got the job done. The only thing I would say is second half, when you went 2-0 up, you started moving a little bit sloppy. You were giving the ball away in dodgy areas, and you weren't winning second balls. You weren't chasing the ball back. You weren't winning it back quick enough. But maybe that's confidence at the moment. I don't know. Lee sat there quiet.
No, listen, I was just listening to what you were saying. For me, I thought the first half, look, people can say what they want. I didn't think it was as bad as what people, are making out. I thought we're just not taking the shots. We're not getting our shots off. But yeah, listen, it wasn't 100% amazing, but we dominated. I think we had 243 touches in their box.
Oh, how about this for a stat a little bit quickly? So you have made over 700 passes to their over just 200.
Literally a madness. So that in terms of possession, it was boring, but we dominated the ball, especially in the first half. Second half, we upped it. They started to bring in a few players. For me, what I liked is pure control. Now, again, it just depends how you like your football. Like, people don't like what Barcelona were doing for the few years when they were dominating, just playing great football, but not really, like, they were almost passing teams to death. And people didn't like it when Man City were doing it because they kept winning and they were just passing teams to death. So listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And listen, we did our thing today. I agree with, so I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know your name, what guy with the Arsenal top. Actually, my bad. Sorry.
Dennis.
Sorry, apologies, man. I do agree. I do agree. I do agree that we weren't 100% great. But one thing I'm going to say, and people are going to say I'm shameless, but I do think that people need to kind of give a bit of context. It feels like the season's restarted again because we've not played for 9 games. So, you know, at the start of the season, everybody says, oh, let's just get into the momentum of the league, etc., etc. Then we you know, like we've played a game and then we didn't play for 9 games. So listen, man, like let's just kind of see the next couple of games. We've got certain man that are flexing because they beat a team, you know, but listen, they're still going to be in Europa League at the end of the season. So it is what it is.
Lee, I was going to say,
why is that Lee? Let me gloat, bro. Let me be happy. You get me, bro.
I was just going to say,
you could have beat them, bro.
What you just said there about the league restarting, I don't. Right. So watching City against Tottenham on Friday, the thing that impressed me the most was how much energy we had chasing the ball down and winning the ball every time we lost it. And I thought, you know what? We've benefited from having that break. You look at Newcastle tonight. Newcastle have just, you know, Newcastle are in bad form, right? They've just won 3-1, right? Newcastle, I think a lot of teams needed that break to actually get their energy back. So I agree with you on that. The second thing is, you're right as well about the passing teams to death. It does 2 things. Firstly, it's a lot harder for people to score if you've got the ball. And secondly, it's actually, if you keep passing the ball about, people say it's passing to death. It's also probing and trusting your system that sooner or later a space is going to arrive. So, you know, if you support a team that play Pep, Arteta, whatever football you want, that's just the football we play now. Like, that is it. If you want to watch rock and roll football, go and watch fucking Liverpool or something. It's just the way we play football. So, anyway.
Yeah. Can I just say one thing about that though? You see how the passing everything around is to like unlock a door. The difference though between the Man Cities and the Liverpools and Arsenal is Man City have a De Bruyne, Liverpool have a Trent. Yeah. We don't have a final ball merchant. Now I thought Ødegaard would be that man based off last year, but even Ødegaard, I don't trust him on that final ball to play that killer pass because even he's not proven it in the key moments to play that ball over the top. Or even when he's in the right positions today, the man won't shoot. He'll pass it again or do something else. Like, don't see playing this team that can play that
Dennis,
final ball. I don't know what the other boys.
Can I just say one thing on that? I agree with you, but recently when Oscar Bob scored for City, right, De Bruyne was interviewed and he said, you know what, I've got to give Bob credit for the run he made, right? When we look at Haaland, we know Haaland is going to make the run, right? De Bruyne knows. Could it also be that sometimes Odegaard's looking, and people say he's put one pass too many? Could it be that he's looking for the pass? It's like no one's making the right run right now. Like, he's looking and he's thinking, we don't have a number 9. We don't have that 9. Like Ollie Watkins, Ivan Toney, Erling Haaland. Do you know what? Isaac Callum Wilson, maybe someone that will make the right run for him to find. Could that be it? Maybe. And Odegaard is taking, because he's like, there's just no right runs being made, so I'm having to probe and look longer.
Abs, I can't lie, your glasses are off, my guy. Like, you didn't like Odegaard comment. Speak your truth. Dennis.
To be honest, I agree with what Dap said, because if we had a Haaland who's always going to be in the 6 yard, always going to make that run, Odegaard will find him all day long. Odegaard is different class, in my opinion. So, but with Jesus, for example, today, I thought he was outstanding, but he was everywhere. He was dropping deep. There was times when Martinelli and Saka was breaking, and there was nobody in there because he's laid the ball off to them. So if we did have a striker that plays in the box, I think people will appreciate Odegaard a lot more.
How can you say he's a good striker when he's not in the box? For me, like, I just think that.
No, I said he's a good player. I like everything else man gives us. To be honest,
people need to start telling the truth. Like, I'm not saying you ain't, but I'm just saying that like he's not good enough. Like, it is what it is.
He's a class player. Don't get me twisted, but he ain't a striker. He likes to get involved in the play too much. If we had like I don't know, Arteta needs to say to him, just play in the box. Just play in the box. You're bound to score a lot more. But
he's not. I think for me,
it's his game.
The Jesus situation with me is, Jesus is a good player. I agree with both of you. I think he's a good player, but he's not a great striker. Look at Bobby Firmino, right?
Yeah,
Bobby Firmino was not the greatest goal scorer, but he got others involved. The problem with Arsenal right now is you've got Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus, and none of the 3 are capable of getting you 20 goals a season. And if you want to win a Premier League, one of those 3 needs to get you 20 goals. Now, it's easiest to point fingers at the striker. If we had the player of the caliber of Mohamed Salah, at the right wing that can get you 20, 25 goals, then everyone will go that Jesus is one of the best link-up strikers in the Premier League. It's because he's linking up to players like Saka, Martinelli that won't get you 20, 25 goals. So I think we need a goal scorer. That's the main thing for me. We need a bagsman. I think a bagsman's a striker.
That's a good.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Yeah.
Bro, I totally agree with you on that. You've got to look at Jesus and look at his time at City, right? And of course, in his first 6 months, he played through the middle, and Aguero got dropped. But then after that, pretty much, he was playing second fiddle to Aguero. He's kind of being pushed out wide. He even, we had one season where we were playing the false, in fact, maybe even 2 seasons where we were playing the false 9, and it wasn't Jesus playing the false 9 most of the time. Jesus, for me, out wide, his press for the first 60 minutes of most games, there's a reason why when he was at City, he always started against Liverpool. His press is sensational. He makes runs that scrambles the box when you've got other runners. That is just what he is. Now, I also think he's a great squad player because he's been a squad player at City. He's won leagues at City being a squad player, right? I just wonder if he got sold too much of a dream of being the main man that now it's difficult to go back on that, right? Because let's be real, all this time Saka's needed a rest. Jesus can play wide right very well, right? And it's never happened. And I just don't know if that's maybe because he's been sold a dream that at City you're always second fiddle, come here, you're going to be the number 9. And now it's how to manage that. Now, he's come out and said, you know what? I'm not a 9. So now, I think now it surprised me a bit this summer. I mean, this transfer window that Arsenal haven't gone out and got a 9 because Jesus looks happy to be part of a squad now. But I don't know. I agree with what you're all saying. I don't think he's a bagsman. He's a very, very good footballer. He's a very good squad player.
Can I just also say as well, yeah? And again, like, I actually don't know why I had the comments on because I normally have them off. But there's obviously this guy, Old Brer, right? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't even want to say what I want to say because, like, I would say something mad, didn't it? But like, I saw at the end of the game 2 of Arsenal's players arguing, which was Zinchenko and Ben White. So if they're things in the game, why would we not be a little bit critical about certain things? Like if the players themselves have to be separated by the manager because they're clearly upset that they've conceded a goal for whatever reason or whatever's happened that they're arguing about, and managers had to separate them, why on God's green earth me as a fan wouldn't find even a little fault in something? You can always get better. No one's criticizing these players. We're looking at them and saying, because we're at the top, because we're trying to go for excellence, and you've got 2 teams that have gone to the levels that we haven't been anywhere near in the last 5-6 years, we have to be very critical about top players because we're clearly not there yet. So can you fucking get a pair of big boy pants on and just grow up? Like, that's all you need to do. Like, you don't have to start crying. No, it
wasn't just with Ben White neither, by the way. When Zinchenko got subbed off with Odegaard, him and Odegaard looked like they're having quite a heated chat.
It's great. Like, I'm just like, the players themselves are complaining or moaning to each other, but where we have to all sing Kumbaya and hold each other's hands and stroke each. Bro, like, it's moving like at night. Yeah, like,
stroke each other's what?
Stroke back. I was gonna say stroking. I was gonna say at night. Yeah, at night. Listen, I don't care. I'll beat myself.
I hate
every night. I turn around my face, and then I face the other way. My girl strokes my back to settle me down to make sure I sleep nice and tight. And that's what these man need. They need.
I do that to myself, Lee.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Some of you, man, need to grow.
That's what Josh is doing right now tonight.
It's mad, bro.
Is it watershed? Watershed.
No, I mean, it's past 10:30, so I think it's plenty. Like, you can, after hours, isn't it?
Anyway, I'm going to drop off, but listen, Lee, Abs, Dennis, you must, 5 days. I am an Arsenal fan. You must, get us. Take points off of them, man.
You better hope you beat Burnley tomorrow.
On that note,
salute. You know what? Reeling it back, let me just do a couple of these super chats. Love United, hate the Oxers. Against all the big teams, Arsenal have only won against Brentford away from home, and that was the last-minute winner. But we are going to win the league. Quotation marks is from there. Then Mr. BP, you know I'm never gonna say your name like that. Fool. Erda did make the right pass, and Jesus hit the post. Is what he's saying. I think that's probably towards you, Dennis, about the final ball. etc. So, guys, make sure you are smashing the like button as well. There's 500 of you in the house, so please smash the like button if you don't mind it. You know where it's totally free, and every boys channel that's on here right now, description below. So if you are watching this back, you know where to find them if you are interested in their content. Of course, we will be talking about Villa and Newcastle afterwards. Don't plan this to be very long stream. You don't need it to be, but we must talk about Arsenal. Still, before we go on there, because I need to hear the Josh tears because it was only 3 days. Jimmy was only screaming 3 days ago, was it, that Villa Park is not a fortress, and now I look like a total donut. Now that's a madness. We'll talk about that soon, anyways. But yeah, look, Abs, Dennis, you must be quite confident going into this Liverpool game right now. They got Chelsea tomorrow, and they're more than likely going to beat them, in my opinion, but they got a draw. But you must be licking your lips thinking, raw, like, we've got 2 wins under our belt, you know, and you're at home. So you have, and you've been very clinical. Today, you had about, you didn't have a lot of shots on target, right? But you were clinical. You took your chances when you need to, because they literally had about 9 players in the damn box. People need to talk about how Nottingham Forest set up at the same time. There was a lot of bodies to even get anything off, in my opinion. So you done well to even get 2 goals, right? But yeah, like, you must be very confident about Emirates, because that's a team that's not going to part the bus, you know?
Yeah, I'd say to an extent. Look, I think if you're trying to win the Premier League title, right, you have to be confident in all your home games. That's just the way it is. If you're not winning at home, there's a problem. So look, Liverpool is a good team, but I agree with you. I think in the FA Cup game, we played them off the park the first half. We should have been miles ahead. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of net. I think we will beat Liverpool on Sunday, to be honest. And I think the problem is we need to win. But I think it hinges on Partey coming back as well. That brother is such a big key to us. When I look at Arsenal last season, he was the heart of our team. Like, everything ran through Partey. So I think having him back will be humongous, man. Humongous to the team. So I think otherwise I play Jorginho in that midfield. Overall, I'm confident. I think we've got a very, very good chance of beating Liverpool. Then they haven't got Salah either as well, which would be a big miss for them. But it's still a cautious one, because Liverpool, you never know. They're a very, very dangerous team. And even the game against Chelsea in midweek, I mean, it should be 3 points for Liverpool. But they've struggled against Chelsea recently. Like, you drew 0-0 last season.
Yeah, Abs. So you literally, you must, you know, you take the stand. If you don't, you know, Meltdown 2.0's incoming. You know it.
Yeah, I think the Liverpool game will be a completely different game, obviously, because they're a better quality than Nottingham Forest. But if, like Dennis was saying, if we play like we played against them in the FA Cup game and take our chances, we should have no problems. But to be honest with you, I just hope Trent ain't playing. I'll be real with you. I rate Trent. So if Trent ain't playing, I'm more confident.
Well, he's playing tomorrow.
Oh, damn. He'll be there. It is what it is. But I also agree with Dennis. Like, if we get Partey, why I'm so hopeful for the rest of the season is if we can keep Partey fit and him playing that midfield with Rice and Odegaard, you'll see. I honestly think you'll see the Arsenal of last season, because Partey will break them lines with his passing. Let's not get it twisted. Rice is quality, but Rice don't break the lines. He's more of a carrier. So you see the full benefits of him being box to box with Partey there as security. So it's imperative that we keep Partey fit for the rest of the season. To be honest, it's imperative that we keep everyone fit.
Hey, this guy's smile's getting on my nerves. Look, I'm gonna move on anyways to the Aston Villa. We got a lot of questions for Villa now and Newcastle. I think we can all chip in, even if you didn't win the game. I think we can all chip in right now, because these lot are you know, we were tipping them for top 4. I was definitely doing it. It's only one result though. Pride London Fortress, they said, got killed under the lights. You know what, Specs? I'm gonna allow you to have your piece in a sec, but Josh must take the stand. You know, he has to be in full glow right now.
And I just say,
go on.
Fuck Aston Villa.
Oh, hi, Josh.
Yo.
Let me put my man on the top row. There we go.
Right.
What happened? What happened? We want answers, because we were tipping Unai Emery like only last stream. I was anyways, you know, and today you conceded 3 like that 17-18 win run at home. Yeah, it's to an end, man.
I mean, the biggest blessing tonight is that Jimmy Danger isn't on here shouting down the mic, you know, spouting his. I don't know if I could handle that tonight. So that's like one positive so far. But yeah, still can't believe what I've witnessed.
Believe it, my G. Believe it, my G. Believe that. Believe that.
You know how big of a win it is to come to Villa Park. I'll say it again. I stand by my fact. We hadn't lost at Villa Park for 16 Premier League games, okay, which is a pretty mad stat. For me, it was our fortress. It was a place where we, for me, should be looking to cement that top 4 by winning our home games, not losing at home, and then try and pick up the away form. Newcastle celebrated like they won the league tonight, and that shows, you know, how big it is for them. Because as someone put in the stat, no, in all seriousness, the celebrations were bigger than usual. And that is because of their away form has been absolutely gash. And then our home form has been incredible. And to see them do that, yeah, that was a sucker punch.
Get the violins down. Get the violins down.
I'm going to put this on record, first time ever, that I've really looked at Unai Emery tonight and gone, what has he done tonight? And the biggest thing for me is Leon Bailey. And I'm sure Specs is going to admit to this and see this. Leon Bailey changed the game, right? Leon Bailey changed
sure.
the game. Moussa Diaby was a ghost. It's a little bit, dare I compare it with Arsenal, it's a bit like the Kai Havertz situation we're seeing here now with Moussa Diaby, where we've paid a big hefty fee. A club like Villa have paid a big hefty fee for a ball in Leon Bailey, and Moussa Diaby. We've started him game after game, and he's blanking. He is blanking. Bailey's our most informed, most confident player. He came on the 62nd minute, and then within 5 minutes, he's setting up a goal. He's impacting the game. Unai Emery got that wrong. He didn't make a change at half time. Newcastle's 2 goals is where it changed.
How are you letting Fabian Schär get 2 goals?
Mate. Well, Dougie Luiz has been used to cuddling Alicia Lehmann, right, at night. I know we're talking, past the watershed moment. Well, his little cuddles with Fabian Schär wasn't quite what Schär wanted. Schär's just bodied him, scored from the corner. And quite frankly, the 2 quick-fire Newcastle goals, 2 goals in 4 minutes, changed that game. Newcastle, and this isn't me, second half, we dominated Newcastle. We lost this game tonight. Newcastle was strong. They were resilient. They battled. But I've seen them play a lot better this season and lost. And I think that's a fair comment. I've seen them play a lot better and lose. We were terrible tonight.
You're giving me confidence. You're giving me confidence about coming Villa Park next. That's your next home game. So.
The Fortress has had a massive, massive crack in it, because when you look at Newcastle's away form and you've looked at our home form, right, it's a problem. It's a problem that's happened tonight. And I'm still baffled. I'm still baffled what's happened tonight. Genuinely, I'm interested to hear from.
Your team literally. I can't lie. Yeah, I'm gonna claim it now. Yeah, I didn't watch this. You boys. I only watched when Arsenal were obviously on their break. I watched it for 15 minutes, and then I watched it at the end as I was seeing it. Right. Other than Ollie Watkins giving my FPL points, Josh, your team disappointed me, mate. I was hoping for a Specs rant. I was absolutely creaming for it. Like, I needed it because Arsenal won. I needed this. Now I'm gonna hear. Look at this guy smirk. I ain't seen this guy smile in about 2 months. Look how happy he is. We will have questions for Villa after. I'm pretty sure if Abs and Dennis and Lee, I think we all got questions right now that we can wrap up. But what you expect? Go on, do your thing, man. Gas it up.
No,
you're allowed to. You're allowed to. You just beat Villa.
No, sometimes we'll have a sensible conversation in it. Like, so when my man, Villa fan, sorry, I don't know your name, but big up to you. Oh, Josh. So like, when you said like you see Newcastle like play better and lose. When we started the game, in my opinion, I felt like Eddie Howe's starting to stop that intensity that we keep trying to do, that we get tired in like the 50th, 60th minute. I feel, because I don't know if you believe this as well, I feel Villa, their style of play is sick. They can be pragmatic, and then before you know it, especially with Watkins, when they did the cut through, it's dangerous. To get what I'm saying? He wasn't really doing that in the first half, more in the second half. Like, he was like putting us under pressure. I thought Newcastle were pragmatic today and being patient. That's the difference that I saw. Being pragmatic, kind of saw that against Fulham in the FA Cup. We played dross. In this game, I thought Newcastle played well, but a different kind of playing well. especially the first half, in my opinion, we were pragmatic and we were patient, and we kept on trying to ping the balls over, trying to beat the offside trap. And it worked a few times. Both teams had chances. You look went in front a couple of times, then we could have, you get what I'm saying? With Bailey, I was a bit shocked he never started, because when he came on, I started screaming on my watch along, like, Eddie, take off Burns now. ASAP, take him off. You get what I'm saying? Bring on Tino. Surprised Tino didn't start, but that plan worked in the end. But for me, I wouldn't say like you lot basically lost the game. I think Newcastle played well. Yes, we're under pressure towards the second half, and we kind of like rolled a storm, and then we kind of like figured out towards the end. But I thought Newcastle had a plan. We went there. I'm glad we didn't try to do no intensity against Villa, because I reckon it would have been a different game. It was a plan, pragmatic. It wasn't the greatest of football. I thought we played well, defended well. I thought the Bravka done well as well. Big blow to see Isak come off. That I was raging, because now we got no strikers. Amaron came on. He's been getting a lot of flack recently. He did his thing, got his assist. I think it was an own goal, but I'm sure Murphy will try and claim it. That was a big win. And if I'm correct, like, that was the first home league in the league. That's the first home loss, right?
Yeah. Season.
All right. So you know what? So for my team personally, hopefully this is a momentum. Now I keep it real. Everyone that I spoke to and leading up to the game, doing videos and pods, I was real. People were like upset because I had no faith. I kept it real. I said, we're going to lose, but I'm trying to analyze how we're losing. That's what I wanted to see. I genuinely thought we would lose. Do you get what I'm saying? Those, like you said, those back-to-back quick goals kind of changed the game a bit. Villa had to come out and play a bit more and get a bit more forward. But for me, first team to beat Goonalee's beloved Arsenal, we're the first team to beat them, and we're the first team to beat the so-called other title challengers.
Imagine there's two other Arsenal fans on this, and it's me that he picks. You know, that's crazy.
Of course, it's gonna be you, because bro. When I was doing my little dance, yeah, you try to come at me and say they're still gonna be in the Europa League, and they're not even in the Europa League anyway. They're not even in the Europa League. They're in the conference, my G. Like, let me shine, bro. Let me shine.
Some cultural appropriation, bro.
Bro, you came for me first. Bro, you know what? No, I see you though. Ever since that time we beat you at St. James's, bro, I know you've been on to me low key. I see you, bro. Listen, all Arsenal fans are on to me. You get me? Like, all Arsenal. But anyway,
let Lee speak his truth, because you said F Villa, and then obviously Newcastle. I don't think you're their biggest fan either. So
I'll be honest, I don't really mind Newcastle, bro. Right? Like we'll pack them when we get home. But Aston Villa, there's something about this club for the last 3 years where I don't know, they've just been getting too big for their boots. They've been talking about ESR
a little bit. Yeah,
they've been trying to create these weird rivalries with fans online. Like, I'm just like, what is going on with these like, they're weirdos, man. They're proper weirdos. So
no, but they are title challengers. Well, would you agree the title challenges, or you're not having it?
No, they're not.
But this is why I love it, because people don't want us here, Cass. People do not want us.
No,
people
we just
do not want us anywhere near the top four.
You ain't done nothing to.
Come on, bro. They are title challengers, man.
And this is why it's not title challengers. People don't want us, and people keep thinking football started, 10, 15 years ago when the Premier League. People disrespect Villa. They don't realize how big of a club we were, right?
I didn't say that. I didn't say you weren't a big club.
I know that. No, not you personally. Not you personally. But there's a lot of fans out there.
Online,
yeah, but there's a lot of fans out there who really, you always hear it. I've heard it so many times. Oh, Villa have been nothing recently. Villa have only just recently. We are a big historic club that does not get the respect. And this is what drives.
Newcastle one.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, Newcastle are a big team, bro. I had the same narrative last season. Let's get one
thing straight. Yeah, let's get one thing straight. Newcastle are big in Newcastle.
Oh, here we go. Yes. Heard it all before, bro. Heard the same narrative.
Let me tell you something, though. Yeah, let me tell you. Shout out to my boy Gideon, innit? Like, it's actually my brother's friend, but I'll be real. His brother is a Newcastle fan, and he's been a Newcastle fan for me, and he lives in Leighton. He's from Leighton.
All right.
Shout out to Gideon's brother, bro, because I'll be real. It was random. It's so random. He's from Leighton and he's supporting Newcastle.
But Lee, there's a lot of Newcastle fans. Trust me, who don't know it. Like, I didn't even know. I'll be real. Like, until I already started getting like the whole social media, the pods. I'm like, bro, there's quite a few. Like, get me, bro. I live in Elstone, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, no, like, I'm from North London, Tottenham, bro. Born and bred, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I've been supporting Newcastle from '96, blame Alan Shearer. That's why when I saw you after the was it that West Ham youth game against Arsenal and a couple of your brethren in the Caribbean, remember the Caribbean shop, and they looked at me like, "Raw, is it? Raw?" Because it's on the shirt. Because I wore the shirt to Arsenal and the West Ham Arsenal game. You get me? I wouldn't do it at a real game though. Obviously not.
Wait. Hold. What did you do?
Bro,
I want my Newcastle shirt.
Newcastle shirt.
I was gonna say, no, Monts. By the way, your Monts is gonna be on Big Six Bands tonight in about 15, 20 minutes. Knowing Monts probably about half an hour. But yeah, look, with Monts has just been doing auditions and stuff. You know, he's an actor in it, so you know he's a busy man sometimes. I need to put Dennis or even Abs. What do you make of Aston Villa? Like, do you think they've been getting too big for their boots? Like, cause you know what? Yeah, man, it's a matter of Newcastle last year. And you know what? I don't mind a little bit of a meltdown. I don't know none of the Villa fan base, but I don't see a certain man in here. His name is Daniel Sting. Where are you, my guy? I haven't seen you. You know, he was there this morning, but he's not there now. You know, you just went above him for the first time in how long as well?
I'll be honest. I never took Villa serious in a title race. I never thought. No disrespect, honestly. I never ever thought Villa was in a title race, simply because they haven't been there. And when you had the chance to go, I think it was in December, you had the chance to go top when you was playing Sheffield United at home, and you sort of choked on that. So that's when I realized. And I know Emery, you're not even gonna make top 4. I'm sorry, this guy is gonna have a. I know Emery. I'm telling you, he's gonna put all these eggs in that European basket. You watch. This
what, you think
Emery,
Spurs?
man.
You think Spurs will get above us?
Yes.
I'll be real. I don't even put Liverpool in the title race, bro. I'll be so real.
Oh, wait. Can you say
I'll
that?
be real.
Monts wants to clip you, by the way. Go on, say that again.
Fun months, man. Fuck months, man. That's my guy. Bro.
You lot will get to know Monts soon, Abs and Josh and everyone. You'll know him soon, trust me.
Monts is my guy, but this guy's been talking too much smoke for the last couple of weeks, innit? But I'll be real with you, yeah. I don't even think Liverpool in the title race. I think they're gonna fall off in it. They're gonna have a weird watch.
They're in a bigger title race than Arsenal right now.
Well, you say that now.
Just wait on it. Just listen. Just wait on it.
I can hear him, Matt. Go on.
Liverpool are more the title race than Arsenal right now.
Right now, but I think they're gonna fall off. Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
By the way, just let people know a little disclaimer. This Sunday, Monts will be there with Roms and Lee Northside and Daoud should be on Sunday, so that should be fire at 8:45.
Sunday, yes. Do you know what? Actually, I got a holiday. Actually, I got to check.
Yeah, no. Hey, see what you did. It's funny because it's super chat here. Pride of London. Chelsea Sports says, shout out for Josh for showing face, unlike some man. Don't you dare try to do me 50-50. This is my schedule a week in advance now.
Hold on, can I just say, hold on. You literally asked me to come on last week, and I'm here.
Yeah, I know. And I said for Sunday, you said, yeah, it's calm, should be calm. Don't try to run away from this one.
No.
Run away from this one. Everyone, yeah. Make sure Lee don't run away. You better spam him on his.
Sunday's gonna be a funny game, innit? But yeah.
I look. Monster said, "The light skin cube got too much chat. Give me 2 minutes." I look. Yeah. Monster's got chat for you. But yeah, Dennis. Before Monster comes on and it has chat for Lee. Yeah. Let me know what you make of Villa. And actually, you know what? What do you make of Newcastle as well? Because you know what? I think you got quite a balanced opinion as much as Abs as well. Abs is a positive fan. I can see it. I can smell it. Yeah, that means some negativity's got to go towards another team. You're more balanced. What do you have to say?
In the games I've seen Villa play, I love them, man. I love the way they play.
I told you.
The high line. I think that's football is purest form, man, genuinely. Like, I watched them play Man United, and that first half...
Wait.
apart.
My captain straight up beat them.
But first half, oh my days. Like, the high line was beautiful. Now, one thing I will say is this. I didn't think it was going to be sustainable, but look at the players they've got compared to like an Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. Like, they're doing really well at what they're at, and they're building towards something. Now, Emery, I've seen it with Arsenal. The first season was good. We finished 5th. We were cooking. We fell off a little bit. But as far as the football, I like what Villa are playing. I like their high line. They're coached really well. Emery's a really good coach. Really, really good coach. And here's the thing, right? He came to Arsenal, a brand new league, and I think the language, everything, was a bit too much for him. The media were taking the piss with the good evening thing. He went back to Spain, with Villarreal, did really well. Got them Champions League semi-final. He's now come back to England again to try again. Little things like that. Do you get what I mean? So I think he's learned from his time at Arsenal. And
No,
about
it's
Newcastle.
just that that's his level. He's not a big club manager.
No, Villa's a big club, man.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
I hear that, but I mean, for serious clubs that want to challenge, no disrespect to Villa.
Man United, Liverpool, you know, he should be linked to all these top jobs, right? He should be linked to these top jobs.
Nah,
100%.
Well,
He's a serial winner. He's a serial winner. Do you want to win? Do you want to win trophies?
What leagues has he won? Tell me, other than PSG, which anyone could go and win. What league has he won? Has he done anything in La Liga? Nah.
Okay, but he's never managed one of the top teams in La Liga, so he's never managed a Real Madrid.
Never did Benitez at the time.
They won't trust him. They won't.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
they won't trust him.
You got to give him a chance, right? You got to give him a chance to do the top job.
Yeah, but we did.
What
we gave him the chance. He come to Arsenal, and he
off your team. Did he get the spending that Arteta had? Nowhere near, and that's why.
Because we don't see anything. To be honest, we got peppered. I remember a game. Yeah, we played Watford. Watford had something like 23 attempts on goal. That was the day I was done with this guy. And then the Europa League final against Chelsea. Nah, he's not for me.
But one thing
good luck to you, though. You can keep him. Good luck. Good luck.
He's got the best European pedigree out there. His trophies do not lie in Europe, right? His European pedigree is elite. Better that he's, that cannot be denied.
I hear that, but he's just like Tuchel. He's just a cup manager.
Give him a domestic team. Give him one.
Massive respect. Unai Emery, yeah. But when it was time at Arsenal, for two things in particular. Recruitment was unbelievable. He brought in Saliba. Let's not forget that.
I think the club brought in Saliba. It was a club signing.
But also the way he integrated the academy as well. He's the one that brought Saka through the ranks.
Bro. On a level, do your homework. It was Freddie Ljungberg brung Saka through.
It was Unai.
He had him since under 15s. Freddie Ljungberg was managing him. And then when we had Freddie as the interim, it was Freddie from day.
Bro, he came on in the Europa League wearing number 87. I remember it, bro. I was watching the game. Number 87, he came off the bench for Arsenal in the Europa League at his debut. That was Saka. Came up. Look at Arteta. He's got... Everyone talks about Haaland's one of the best academies. You've got Ethan and Nwaneri. You've got Charlie Patino, etc. He don't really trust them. Look at Klopp, for example. He'll play the Conor Bradleys. He'll play the Kwanzas, etc. Arteta doesn't trust the academy. There's no real rotation with the academy there. Even in the game in the Champions League, the last game against Lons, I think it was 1-6-0. He didn't play a single academy player. He had them on the bench, the Sousa, the Real.
It's not about that. It's not about that. I'll be honest.
I think he's trying to do a mentality thing.
It's more, look, like, you got to think Arteta is under serious pressure. Like, he's brought players in that are costing a lot of money. Now, listen, you can't say that he doesn't like to play youth players because he plays youth players. You can't say he doesn't trust them because he plays them. Now, what you do mean is he doesn't bring in new or young, inexperienced players. Currently, we're not in a position where we can do that because, and what I mean by that is Klopp's won a league. Klopp's won, I think, is it 9 titles or whatever it is, 8 trophies for them. So he can afford to do that. Arteta's won 1 trophy, so he can't go and say right now that he's
Unai Emery's team, Rich, isn't it?
Well, and he can't go in and say I'm going to play in.
Yeah, but people say that Unai Emery's team. Sorry to interrupt, my brother, but I get wound up by that comment because when he finished 8, no one says it was Unai Emery's team, but when he won the cup, it's Unai Emery's team.
Yeah,
make it make sense.
Yeah, it's Unai Emery's team. But go on, do that.
I just think for me, look, like I can't. We can't just sit there and say that he doesn't like to play youth. I just think it's for him. We all want to see it, but I think for him it's very circumstantial. He looks at it and he says, you know what, I want to play these players, but I really can't because I just need to. I need to win. I need to win. I need to prove myself. I need to prove to people, and then I can start blooding these players in because. He plays Saka, who's only 22. He plays Martinelli, who's 22. Sorry, he plays ESR, who's 23. He plays Nketiah, who, is 25 years old, not as young. But he plays Saliba, who's 21, etc. So yes, no. But what I'm saying to you is he does play young players. But what you're saying is blooding the youth into the team. Currently, we are not in a position. like any of the. You look at Lewis Miley. It's only circumstantial because they have no other players. He's not playing because they have that because they want to play him. He's a great player, but they're only playing him the amount of minutes that he's playing because they've got no one else.
No, that's a good point you made, though, Lee. Like, you know, like the Miley thing, when we're like trying to like, integrate him slowly to at least be on the bench or whatever, the plan was not for him to be playing the amount of games he's been playing.
No.
Trust me. Hence why he's got his new contract. He's smiling, you get me? But you see when you say like it's kind of a good point you made still, because I didn't look at it in that way until you just said it. You know, like you're saying, you just can't put in the youngsters like that right now. But like, then it's a matter of like if or when though. Like when would that happen then? Do you get what I'm saying? But are we waiting for Arteta to win a title before you can do all that? Or because I believe you got some good youngsters. Like I believe you can. Like as a fan, you know, you say he's under pressure. That's a good point. As a fan, would you still be okay though, just trying to like see the youngsters more and maybe losing the game? Like,
let's just say we lost a point. We lost the league by 2 points, and in that game, he brings a player on, and we end up losing the game or drawing the game. That's going to be the game that they're going to focus on. Why did you not bring in an experienced player? It's crunch time, yada yada. So it's either way.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Listen, I'm agreeing with everybody. I want to see the Arsenal youth players, but it's just currently not.
I hear him 9% of the games, but it's like the last game, the Champions League group stage. That was a clear moment to blood some of them in, and he doesn't. Then I'm not saying in every single game, but say we're 5-0 up against Palace, for example, or we're 3-0 up. Let's say before he bought Martinelli and all them lot. That's the time. Like every single game, you know the subs are happening. Nketiah for Jesus, Trossard for Martinelli. Every game, it will happen. There's no doubt about it. It's guaranteed, like death and taxes, that will happen. Then he might throw on a Jorginho if we want to lock it off, a Kivior, for example. Who should have come on earlier, by the way, because this Zinchenko guy. As soon as you start leading, take Zinchenko off the pitch because he's a liability.
But who else do you want to see come on? That's all we have. Like, who else do you want to see come on?
We've got not necessarily in this game because it was a tight game, especially, but we've got players there. Like, for example, guys, the defense for Arsenal, I think we're forgetting this is thin. Like, if Saliba goes down injured, that's it. We've not got another centre back. Ben White has to play in there, or Tomiyasu has to play in there. Timber's already down injured. Cedric might be off to Turkey, but if he's not off, we ain't got a backup right back. Like, we've actually got no one. So you got to try these Ron Walters and Lino Sousas because you never know when you might need them. Look at Liverpool, for example, right? Connor Bradley's coming to the team. Kwanzaa's coming to the team. They've not been thrown in necessarily, especially on Kwanzaa's behalf, because he's blooded them in slowly. You get the experience back bit by bit. Look at Louis Smiley getting the experience bit by bit. Look at Oscar Bob getting the experience bit by bit. So I'm saying, I'm not saying you got to throw them in the deep end, but give them a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the reps, like they come in the last 10 minutes in the Premier League game where it's not over, where it's not like 4-0, 5-0, but it's still got something to play for. Give them some minutes. Give them minutes in the Champions League, bit by bit by bit. Build it because you don't want to get to a stage where Saliba's down injured and we're throwing someone in that's never played before and our season's on. You know what I mean?
I quick one as well. I need to shout out just one team before. Yes, put a certain someone there. Big up Luton, 4-0. Big up Adebayo, hat trick. You know, it's more goals than Holland. That's a madness. Lee, you must return because the guy's here he wants some words, Monts.
What does this pagan want, man? What does this guy want? I'm gonna see him Sunday, so don't worry about it, man. I ain't gonna chat to him right now. What's wrong with him?
I but man,
you know, like, what's going on with him, bro? He's had a long day. You know what it is?
Yeah, he's tired. He's tired.
Yeah. He's been acting all day, and it like take it. Yeah, look, Ron said take a coat off.
He's got his soldier boy look on.
My coat's a rude boy to you. That
one. Talk to me through the phone in that. Like, what going on? This guy, man. Talk to him.
You see. This is what's funny.
Oh, here we go.
All Kaz did was introduce me.
There we go.
Most chat from this light skinned Cuban. Again, all I wanted to do was pop in, say hi, congratulate Arsenal for their win
today. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm hearing chat from AI. Word to traps. I'm hearing chat from AI. So whatever I say to him, there's going to be a rebuttal because the little African dude that plays on the right wing actually did something for once.
This guy's crazy. Listen, no. If you want to talk about African youths that play on the right, I see certain man ducking. I see certain man ducking for their country.
Hey, you're the African. You let the country down. That's why I call you.
Hold on. He's African now. I thought it was English. Hold on. Which one is he?
Listen, either one. Listen. The one he plays for now, he let the country down. Don't get onto my. Hold on.
All I know is we play each other next. Don't be saying I'm missing my African you.
This stream has been 50 minutes.
Oh, you put Ego. Come on. Why did Ego do that?
My turn now. Thank you, Lee. Listen, you got your win against Nottingham Forest.
Did you win a game? Why are you chatting?
As I said, hold on, Lee, please. All I said was, look, African you did sign for once, innit? Let's not bring up my winger and about
where's your African king? Where's your African king? Where is he?
He's injured.
He's injured. So if I see him on Sunday, are you gonna have words for him?
He's injured. If I see him on Sunday, how about this? If I see him on Sunday, I will be celebrating. How about that? I'll be celebrating.
He's not gonna be there though.
You can bring him.
He's not gonna be there. But we didn't need him there last time, did we?
Oh, okay.
Right. And guess what? We didn't see Saka last time. Guess who else we didn't see? We didn't see you. We didn't see you, Lee.
Yeah, you ain't got to see me.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Lee, it was HBO Lee.
Listen,
that's what it was. No. Not all. You're not saying anything. You won't be saying anything.
I was.
Because again, it's HBO.
I had stuff to be doing.
HBO Lee, Sex in the City, The Wire, all of that.
I'm still watching.
Not Big Six Bands. Not none of that.
Do you want me to tell you where I'm at? Do you want me to tell you?
No, listen. But it's fine. It's fine. Cool. You know what? I understand. You got hacked. This isn't even you right now. This is AI. But again, I don't want to take any of this away from.
All I'm saying is,
I want to congratulate a gal and my brother. Sorry, what's your name? Awesome. I haven't seen you before. What's your name, bro? Daniel, pick up yourself.
No, wait, one second. That's Dennis.
Dennis.
No,
so,
Dennis.
Listen, you Arsenal man. Apart from Lee, big you lot up for your win today. That's a big win. You can see the goal play. You had to fight. You had to grind out that win. Not in the Forest away. It's not the easiest game, innit? So big up yourself.
You would know from last season, wouldn't you? You would know. You would know about that.
You're still on trial. You're still on
trial.
You are still on trial. You're not allowed to celebrate. You're on a 6-game ban, and this is game number 2. And if you lose against Liverpool, you're on another ban.
Listen,
he's coming on Sunday. What are you on about?
All I've got to say is, right? I'll be about on Sunday, innit? I'll be about on Sunday.
Oh yes, you will, Lee. Yes.
No, I'm just saying I'll be around the stadium, innit? I'm gonna just speak soon, innit? Speak soon.
Speak soon. Are you not get hashtag HBO in this chat?
Yo, if he's going to the game, you can't get at him.
You think a leopard changes spots? You think a leopard is gonna come?
You got tickets to the game?
Listen, man, right now, you know what? Life's different for me, man. I might be in a box. Who knows? Nah, I don't know.
My team, don't wonder.
This guy, Gal, spit your truth, man, because I'm going to wrap this up soon. But before you do that, Twinny Hardaway says Bradley and Quads are 20 and 21. Outside of Patino, all our top youngsters are 18 and under. Let the kids develop. They'll get their chances. I think Twinny's a Liverpool fan as well. Big up yourself for the super chat. And make sure you smash the like. And Gal, you've got your 2 minutes to shine. Say what you need to say, because I'm pretty sure you're going to target Monts. Or if you want, just go cuss Josh because he lost today.
Nah, it is what it is. Well, Liverpool, you guys got Chelsea, and it sucks that we have to root for Chelsea against you guys. But it is what it is. We charge it to the game. This game versus Nottingham Forest. I don't know about you guys. We dominated the game, but we couldn't do nothing in the first half to actually get that goal that we needed to. It is the same old story. Imagine a dominant, narrow win. Have you ever heard of that? It was a dominant, narrow win. We dominated in the sense of possession. We dominated in the sense of the area of the pitch, the touches in the opponent's box, everything. And you know the goal? Guys, the goal is the definition of what we need in these games. You need to take a chance. In life, I'm going to inspire you guys. In life, if you don't take a chance, you're never going to get that girl. You're never going to get that job. You're never going to get that what you need. You're never going to get that goal. And that's what ends up happening in this game. If you don't take that chance, even with the tight angle, you're never gonna score that goal. And that's what we haven't been doing the last couple of games. I'm happy that Jesus took his chance today and actually scored the goal. And then you had Bukayo Saka. He set up the goal for Bukayo Saka. And we come out of a game where we're 2-0 up and we make it nervy for ourselves. We didn't need to concede that goal. Zinchenko's partly at fault. Saliba's partly at fault. And good on Ben White for calling him out after the game and yelling at him. I rate that. on top of everything else. I think, Lee, you said it to me the other day, and I'm holding true by that. We need to treat even victories. We need to view them the same way we would view them if we lost. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking at this game and I'm saying it's not good enough. We won the game. I'm happy with the win. But guys, that was still not good enough. We can do much better than this. I expect this team to be competing for the league. I expect this team to be there and thereabouts. If this was Liverpool and we got this kind of result away, it's a different story. But right now, we got Liverpool next month. I swear to you, months. If you lose to Arsenal and you drop points to Chelsea, your week could flip on its head. I want to see you. I want to see how this works out, because
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
No. I'm telling you right now, you do care. You do care, and you know this team that hasn't had Thomas Partey the whole season, we're a problem. And you guys are all kind of like, oh, get on Arteta, cause pressure. No pressure, bro. You guys keep trying to chat your shit.
That's why you lot have, that's why you lot have back-to-back wins, innit? Because you man dropped to 4th and the pressure was off. That's why you
no, bro. Best believe. Ask every Gooner here. When we conceded that goal, there was pressure on us to secure that win. There was pressure on us.
Hey, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about that moment. I'm talking about in general. When Arsenal are under pressure, you don't create diamonds. It's not diamonds. You know what I'm saying? When you were under pressure, you went 5 games without a win. When the pressure fell off you because you dropped to 4th, you've now got back-to-back wins. You went on your hiatus. So big you up. So when the pressure moments do return, let's see if you can handle it.
You're not lying, but you want to know something? The only team that's shown that they can handle the pressure,
Man United,
currently, is City. City.
I love it. Quick one, because I need to wrap it anyways, because Big Six Bands is going to go live. We're going to get redirected over there. I'm going to say, look, everyone's channels in the description below. Please go check them out as well. Everybody, big up Dennis and Abs for the debuts of Never a Foul. Big up Josh for the second time. It's not the way you perfected it. Lee for actually jumping on. Maybe if they lost, you might not have. Who knows?
Josh, I'm gonna get accolades for making appearances.
Yeah. Specs, good win. Specs, very good win. Other than that, yeah, man.
Yo, Traps is crazy, Traps is actually nuts, bro.
Traps is
we're gonna speak soon. Don't you worry, my friend.
Yeah, man. I just want to ask people, everyone in the comments as well. Is everyone actually feeling inspired from what Egal said? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments after the video finishes. Has Egal inspired you? Yes or no?
I'm going to change people's lives. I'll tell you that.
Matty,
That's what she said.